This is the story of a man named Stanley.
We already know the story of a man named Stanley. You screwed us once before, narrator, and if you think that I'm gonna let you get in my head and screw me once more, well, you'd be sorely mistaken. Well, I would be kind of sore after the screwing, but you will not mind fuck me. We chose... What did we do last time?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Well, we've already
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I will.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, let's just go over quickly. What did we learn from last time? Last time we learned that if we take the blue door, we'll eventually get led to a baby. And if we take the baby and trust the baby and don't burn the... Oh, no, if we burn the baby, then eventually the game will end. And we're going to play Minecraft, so I don't really know how that works out. So we're going to kind of explore a little bit, but off the beaten path. I think maybe we go. Maybe we missed the memo. Maybe just we learn about how we're supposed to do things in life.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, we'll take the door on the left. I think maybe we don't try and fight it. There's a couple of things you don't want to fight. Men with guns, men who don't care about life, women who don't care about life, and a woman on her period. So those are 3 things you want to avoid. Technically 4, but 3 of them are the same. If you listen to my advice, you will live a fruitful life.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Ah, yes.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
When do you ever find an answer at upper management? Never. We've been in the broom closet before, and there was nothing in here.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Yes, ma'am, I will do exactly that. There was nothing in the broom closet. Do I get like a commendation for listening to the broom closet guy?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, we disagree. Remember, we don't believe in upper management. I believe downstairs is the way to go. Simply because if you want to get ahead in life, you gotta walk on some people. That doesn't mean really ascending. It means kind of... I don't know what the hell I'm trying to talk about, but where the hell are we?
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
No, of course
not. He considered the possibility of facing his boss,
exactly.
Admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for
violation.
That. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? Because he believed everyone had vanished?
Yes.
His boss would think he was crazy.
And then they would put me in the mental hospital.
And then something occurred to Stanley.
What?
Maybe... He thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
No, I'm not.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Yes, like why is the car still on?
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Why can't I? I don't have foot.
Close automatically behind him wherever he went.
I thought another good
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Maybe.
Were they simply repeating?
They could be.
No, Stanley said to himself. This is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words.
What? Don't call me crazy. Don't call me crazy.
I'm dreaming!
I am not dreaming!
This is all a dream.
This is not all a dream.
What a relief Stanley felt
to
have finally found an
pinch
answer,
me.
An
Pinch me.
His co-workers weren't actually gone.
No.
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy.
What the fuck? It's the same room!
I suppose I'll wake up soon.
What the fuck?
To go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
No.
So,
different room.
Flying. And began to gently float above the
holy
ground.
shit, I am. I'm metamorphosizing. I'm gonna be a beautiful butterfly. Please.
Space on a magical star field. And it too appeared. It was so much fun.
Stanley's
Stanley
so fucking high.
That he had still not woken up.
He's so high.
How was he remaining so lucid?
How is he controlling the
rooms?
rooms?
Then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
Whoa.
He was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Is time still moving? Time's still moving.
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing?
Schizophrenia. It's a real thing.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
It is strange.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Voiceception?
And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
I've pinched myself. I'm bleeding.
Simply deceiving himself?
Holy crap.
Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Well, that's not true.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Okay, good. We're back. Now,
hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Why is it quite a shock to Stanley?
After all, He knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact
No,
a dream.
no, we...
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
That's because I'm
How else
high.
would the voice explain all that?
Because we're fucking high.
This voice was a part of himself too, surely.
We're sniffing
surely,
paint.
If he could just...
We're high. What?
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
No,
that
no,
this
no.
was a dream.
No, no, no. That's usually how you murder
So
yourself.
He closed his eyes gently.
No.
And he invited
No,
himself.
no.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin.
This is what happens. This is how you
press
die.
of the mattress on his back. The fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up.
No.
He thought to himself.
No.
I'm
Is this how
through with
Jesus
this
was
dream.
resurrected?
I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please.
No,
it's all I want.
You're dictating what I don't want.
I want my apartment.
No, you don't.
And my wife.
I would like a wife.
And my job.
Don't want that.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always
No, it
been.
hasn't. I like change.
My life is normal.
No.
I am normal.
No, you're not. No, we're not.
Everything will be fine.
Things not going to be fine.
I am okay.
No, don't accept these answers. They're shitty answers. Where are we? No, don't accept those answers.
Stanley began screaming. Please,
someone wake me up!
My name
is Stanley! I have a boss! I have an office! I am real!
Please, just someone
tell me I'm real! This must be real! I must be! Can anyone hear my voice? Hello? Don't end me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't...
And everything went black.
No! Hello?
This is the story of a woman named
Who the
Marella.
I had a sex change? Wait.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
No. Wait,
She
do I have
rose,
boobs?
got dressed,
I was naked.
gathered her belongings,
For a little bit.
and
What
walked
the
to
hell?
her place of work.
What the fuck?
But on this particular
Stanley?
day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had
No.
stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
No, it
Then
hadn't.
collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
I didn't collapse dead!
And although she would soon turn to go call for
my
an
God.
ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
Did we have a
She
relation?
was obviously crazy.
No, I was
This
not.
much she knew.
The narrator killed me.
Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
No, they don't.
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Wait, did she
I
think
am
that?
sane. I am in control of my
We're
mind.
mind fucking her now?
I know what is real and what isn't.
You have no clue of
It
any
was
of that.
comforting to think this,
No, it
and
isn't.
in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
And?
The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
So,
She had no time for this.
Oh my God.
So it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
how is the life of a body?
And then she turned and ran.
Oh, god damn it. Did you at least call someone? Great. Stanley's a paranoid dead man. Okay. Now, I know we don't like discussing things while I'm playing because people get upset, but let me just interpret now that we're at the end of the video. So if you don't want to hear my interpretation, click away. Okay, you clicked away. Good. I think for a couple of seconds. Well, first, let me just relate to that. The idea of the mental screwing that he was going to go into, the narrator was talking to him that this is a dream, this is not real. I felt that before. I was in Target, and it was a really big Target. And for about a minute and a half, I thought that I was in a dream. I thought that I had been living a lie for 6 months. You see, I went there with my girlfriend at the time, and I couldn't find her. So we went there, we split up. I went to go look in the toy section because I'm a child, and she went to go look at some furniture type stuff. And then I went and looked for her, and for about 15 minutes, I couldn't find her throughout the store. And I walked up and down, and I even had them page, and we couldn't find her. And then for about 2 minutes before I found her, I thought in my head, have I been living a lie this entire time? Have for 6 or 7 months up to this, have people just been telling me, oh, you know, you look good, you look great. I'm glad you have a girlfriend, everything's going well in your life. Have they been lying to me? And now all this time, they're making my craziness acceptable just because it's convenient to them for them to lie to me and not tell me the truth that I'm crazy. And for 2 minutes, I thought that. And for 2 minutes, I had an emotional breakdown because I thought I was leading a fake life for 6, 7 months. Anyway, I found her and everything cleared up. But I
Stanley
understand
stood
that.
for a long
Oh,
time in
God.
one spot.
Yes.
It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without
I'm
dying.
narrator, I'm talking.
So far, he's
Oh,
doing excellent.
thank you.
And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum.
Well, no, there's no
Let's
force.
observe the genius at work.
I'm explaining things. So for those 2 moments, I thought everything was fake, so I can relate to that. But there's the whole idea of like, slap yourself in the face and you just realize, no, the world is around us and we can't be tricked. Now, for the actual idea of what just happened to Stanley before, I kind of believe that he didn't go crazy per se, but the narrator was able to block out his vision. He's under mind control power somehow, and like something's being slipped into his drink. Okay, he doesn't. Yes, something's being slipped into his drink where his head is being whispered into, and not only is it being whispered into, but he's getting screwed because of it, and it can have the ability of like, Dexter Morgan, how he paralyzes the people with his M99 thing he sticks in their neck? It's the same effect. So they can make me black out, which I'll lose cognitive functions of my mind, but not physical functions, allowing me to walk out and stress myself out and literally have my body shut down without even me knowing it. And then I'm dead. And as for the woman, she was just feeding to the corporate machine, her little job, her little appeasing her superiors was more important than the life of someone else. And that just shows kind of, the theme of, selflessness. Not even selfishness. And then the ability of just corporate America, just killing people. That's what killed me, corporate America. Anyway, that's my interpretation. I guess we'll do that towards the end of the videos because people don't like when I interpret and talk. So, Internet, thanks for watching. Join me next part. Now we know we don't go downstairs, for what lurks in the deep dark basement is the dark crevice of our soul. A soul that we unfortunately have no control over if we continue to drink the poisonous fruit. Or coffee. I knew Dunkin' Donuts was evil. Fucking bastards.